Hello, how are we all doing today? Quentin here. I did record a video already. This is the second attempt. As it turns out, I had neglected to hit the record button. What a fool I am. I've made sure that the camera is actually on this time, which is more than I did last time. Never trust an idiot to do actually something quite serious. So, we are headed over to field 29, I believe, in the same tractor with some sprayers. And we're going to spread some fertilizer. I do believe I have taken a wrong turn. Allow me to just bring my map up here. And yes, indeed, I have taken the wrong turn somewhere along the line. I need to make a U-turn. Convenient timing, as there is a spot for a U-turn right here, which I can take and continue on the way. So I need to continue along this road until I hit what appears to be a T-junction, yes, and turn right there. Wonderful. So right at the end of the road, and I shouldn't get lost again, in theory. Where does this road end? We're on a magical mystery tour. I might as well fuel up while I'm here, seeing as we're passing the local fuel station. Some wonderful 76 octane diesel going in right now. What's the price like? Diesel. £1 29.9 pence per litre. Unless we're using the V-Power. Yes, that was V-Power diesel. £1 39.9. £1 40 per litre. Wonderful. Yes, this sounds like it's running better already. Away we go. Look at the power. The V-Power diesel. Thank you, Shell, for providing such wonderful diesel. Right, we need to turn right here. There we go. We should come up to a roundabout where we, I believe, are turning left. Just double check the map. Yes, we are in fact taking the first exit of the roundabout, so let's get our left indicator on. And away we go. If you are one of the many people wondering why on earth I'm not doing the silage harvest today, number one, I've been informed that it is actually pronounced silage, which doesn't strike me as being correct. Have I taken the right turn here? I get the distinct feeling I was not supposed to take that turn off. Hey, trust me to get lost twice on a very simple journey. I have been told it is actually pronounced silage, which doesn't sound at all refined. Then again, it is agricultural, so why would it sound refined? Who is this Dusty Dave modding chap? He's got a rather fetching logo. So there's field 30, I believe. One of our fields over there. Come on, sir. Move your Hilux. Get going, come on. I don't have all day, well I do, but still. Come on. Move. There we go. Into the field. And actually, let's fertilize this field here first. Unfurled. 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 Wonderful. I've done some work with this, obviously. So, I can show you a few features. Number 1, that number 13 there is actually the fill level of the rear tank. If I scoot over to the left or the right here, you can see the fill level of the front tank. They're both currently full. 2,800 litres of fertilizer in total. And without further ado, let's get fertilizing. Now, the Massey Ferguson forage harvester for the silage hasn't quite arrived yet. I have Bubba at the store, the shop, waiting for it to arrive. They're also sending, I believe, some other equipment. The gentleman who is selling this equipment is late. So, unfortunately, it does mean that we have to make do doing other things, and these are things that need to be done anyway, so may as well get them done right now. Yes, the shop is owned by a gentleman called Barlow. He is a rather pleasant chap, and he has a garage, or a repair shop, attached to his vehicle store. He sells primarily second-hand equipment. Doesn't allow you to borrow it at all. You can pay him a certain charge and borrow or rent brand new equipment, which I may do for some jobs around the farm, like fertilizing in the future. However, he doesn't allow you to take the second-hand equipment for some reason. His repair shop, his garage, he does some odd jobs like replacing spark plugs and the like, and making sure the engine is tuned correctly. He also does what he says are very specialist jobs, like blinker fluid replacement. And my blinkers they are well, very dim compared to what they used to be, so I'm guessing the fluid is running low. Same with the headlights. He says headlight fluid replacement is only done by 3 people in this country. It is a very specialized job indeed, as it is incredibly difficult. And he said he's only charging £100 for each of those jobs. So when I'm picking up the Massey Fergusons, I will be sure to get my blinker and headlight fluid replaced in the same, as well as any vehicles I intend to buy at the time. Now, I do quite like Massey Fergusons, mainly because of the red. Same reason I like this same tractor. It's also the reason I like case tractors. Now, if you saw in the past Ventonwyn, when Dave was around and before the incident, you would have seen that I had a rather fetching John Deere that people kept claiming was a Massey Ferguson. It was a John Deere. I don't care what people think. I mean, people were saying John Deere's aren't pink. Mine was. It was a very rare John Deere 698R. I quite liked it. And I've heard rumor that there may be some John Deere's coming into the store very soon as well. Mr. Barlow does seem to be getting quite the influx of new stock at the moment, so I may have to have a look at that stuff in time. We are moving along at a rather leisurely, a very leisurely 12 kilometers per hour, 12 clicks. And I do have the drone up at the moment. You fine chaps might see some imagery from that in the course of the video. Let's get turned around and prepare for our next pass. The drone is just kind of hovering above and it's slightly behind us, so it doesn't pick up on my microphone, which is attached to the camera, which is on my head, and make that awful whirring noise which it tends to do. The fact that this tractor tends to have this tractor does have a cab, does assist with these noise cancellation properties of being indoors I guess. I don't know where I was going with that. That was rather silly of me, indeed. This is obviously not the job some of you may have been expecting me to be doing. Some of you may have been expecting some, you know, foraging for silage. However, this is a job which needs to be done. Our crops, fertilizing, I believe, gives us more crop for our crop. It increases the what is called the yield, which is how much crop you, how much grain a crop delivers to you. So it is indeed a good thing that we have quite a lot of fertilizer. Bubba was up to all hours this morning preparing the liquid fertilizer in our tank, and he has assured me that it is of only the highest quality. He said he made it to a recipe given to him by his mama, which I am led to believe is a very good recipe indeed, as well she had nothing to do with farming, but apparently she knows how to make fertilizer, which that is the main thing. He said it is made out of fish guts and cat vomit. I don't see how that makes a good fertilizer. What he has done is he has pureed it rather well and mixed it with a rather large amount of water so that it can be sprayed. I don't see how fish guts and cat vomit make fertilizer. However, it seems to work. The grass was fertilized. It does seem to work indeed. Just a bit of an odd situation, I guess. You can't really complain when it works. I've been told by my doctor. I went to see my doctor today, and his name is Phil. Rather pleasant chap. People seem to laugh at me when I say that my doctor's name is Phil. I don't know why. And the medical profession is not a joke. He said to me, "Good Lord, Quentin, how on earth are you still alive? You are the most. You are completely gone in the head. How on earth do you function?" I said to him, "Doctor, I have no idea what you're talking about." And he said, "Well, at times you repeat words. It just completely at random. Until it seems like your brain decides what word you're actually trying to come next. It seems like you forget where you are in a sentence and don't know what you're talking about at all." I said, Doctor. I have no idea what you're talking about at all. My cognitive functions are beyond compare. They are perfect. I have never experienced such a situation which you are describing. I don't repeat words ever. I speak precisely what I mean to speak. He then said to me, "Quentin, you spent the last 20 minutes trying to speak that sentence to me. I sat here doing a Sudoku puzzle while you were trying to get that sentence out. I do believe you are actually insane." And I have no idea what he's talking about. I think I might need to see a new doctor. As Dr. Phil, as I like to call him, he seems to have some sort of bizarre vendetta against me, trying to convince me I'm insane. Good Lord. Perish the thought. My cognitive functions are beyond belief. Beyond compare, even. Trying to convince me I'm insane, indeed. I am appalled. Oh my gosh, simply the suggestion of it. I cannot believe that a fine medical professional would have the gall to say to one of their patients that they're insane when they are clearly not. Am I going to get past this? No. Up you go, spray bar. Am I going to hit something over there instead? No. Good. Down you go, spray bar. So, on to the next field we go. At a bizarre angle. There we go. Much better indeed. Yes. We are obviously trying to make the most of our crop and make the largest amount of profit and cash money possible. And as Dave would say, we are making rather good progress, strong progress with the fertilizing today and over the last couple of days. I can hope that the massy silage. Okay, so I did trip over my words. That happens from time to time. It is a normal human function where you just cannot form the word that you try and say, and you form about 6 different words at once and confuse yourself. The Massey Ferguson silage harvester, the forage harvester, I'm hoping that comes soon. I'm hoping we can get that in the very near future. There is also word of a mower on the way, which that would be interesting to have. It is something Bubba quite looks forward to, although I would not leave him anywhere near it. He is not to be trusted with anything sharp. Well, at least that's what I was told by his parole officer. I don't want to know why he has a parole officer, but he has one. He is also not to be trusted around anything which could emit a flame. Not to allow him near any petrol or lighters, or indeed matches or sticks or magnifying glasses or normal glasses or anything which could potentially spontaneously combust, including manure. So any manure work we will have to do by ourselves. Same goes for any work around the cows, I believe, because they do quite like to expel themselves. So that might not be the greatest job for Bubba. We may need to hire on somebody else to assist us and maybe get a local contractor in. However, that is a problem for the future. We don't have any cows or pigs or anything as of yet. Oh yes, he also won't be allowed near the pigs. Oh dear. In fact, oh, he's not allowed near animals at all, is he? Why on earth did I hire him? Oh, that's right, his voice entertains me. It is a good reason. Yes. I maybe don't make the most sense in the world ever, but you know, it's just the way the world is. Sometimes you make decisions that just entertain you and suit your needs rather than looking at the wider picture and seeing that maybe a different decision is perhaps the best one. You suit what entertains you rather than I've gone through the hedge. Oh, blast. Oh, well, that edge is strong. It's already repaired itself. I'm impressed. Sometimes you just make decisions based on, you know, what will provide you with the greatest level of enjoyment of what you're doing, rather than what will gain you the most profit or perhaps even be the most useful. Because sometimes the entertainment and enjoyment aspect are more important in themselves, especially in certain jobs where it benefits you to be entertained and to enjoy what you're doing, which should be true of all jobs, but of course some jobs are by their nature just not very enjoyable, like accountancy. That's a boring job. My accountant always said that my accounts were atrocious. I'm sure he meant they were boring, but he kept saying atrocious and shocking. Not entirely sure why. He did also say something about excessive spending on chicken racing, which there is no such thing as excessive spending on chicken racing. Good lord. How else is a man supposed to bet on his favorite chickens? I mean, the Kentucky General, he did very well for me in the 6 weeks he was racing. He won me £5 at the races. And if you win £5 at the races from Kentucky General, you do not complain about excessive spending. Granted, every other chicken cost me £2,000 a day, because I kept betting on all of them. And most of them were in fact just frozen chickens. Perhaps he might have had a point. Perhaps I should actually pay attention to the chickens that are actually alive in the chicken races from now on, and stop betting on frozen chickens and the owner's parakeet. He's a rather nice parakeet, though. Count Chirps-a-Lot, he calls it. A rather wonderful animal. Although he has taught it to swear recently, and its language is foul, good lord. I know I shouldn't be at the chicken races, and maybe I don't have the most money in the world anymore, but the chicken races are what entertains me, and they bring a bit of light to the early evening. I particularly enjoy the frozen chicken races, where they're just shot out of cannons. And the winning chicken only ever has one race, because the finish line is a wall, and the winner is the one that has the biggest splat on the wall. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyable events, I assure you. Particularly the frozen chicken races, and the thawed chicken races are particularly enjoyable, although you should really be wearing a coat and have an umbrella in front of you to manage the splattiness of the thawed, formerly frozen chicken races. They tend to be rather destructive. However, it's all in good fun. No live chickens actually get harmed, it's just the frozen ones and the formerly frozen ones. The live chickens are just thrown into a racetrack with much food in it to be fattened up for the future frozen chicken races. It is all a self-fulfilling prophecy. There's also egg races where they roll eggs down a hill and see which egg is the fastest, and those eggs go on to the chicken races. And those chickens then go on to the frozen chicken races. It's all a wonderful circle. There is also egg-laying competitions at the chicken races, where the chickens are left in a coop for 3 hours, and at the end of the 3 hours, the chicken with the most eggs laid is the winner. And those eggs then go into the egg races. It's a wonderful event, truly spectacular. This is a daily occurrence. It is truly magnificent. You have to see it to believe it. How truly wonderful the chicken races can be. In any case, you've been listening to me prattle on for almost 25 minutes now, if not a bit over. So I think it's time to allow you fine folks to go about the rest of your day. And hopefully have an enjoyable day. I do hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, do hit the like button and hit also the subscribe bar thing. And there is apparently something you can do called sharing it, which is tearing the video in two, I believe, and sending somebody half the video. And you can do that on the Book of Faces or via the Twitter bird, among other things, but I'm led to believe that most people have a Book of Faces and or a Twitter bird. So please, if you did enjoy, do hit all of those buttons and do the magical internet thingies that you do. Yeah, I have no idea what they are. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave you now. It has come time for me to say ta-ra. Do please leave a comment as well. I know these videos aren't going out in any rush, but I will have Dave read them to me because I don't have the best eyesight anymore. So Dave can read the comments to me when I see him again, and I have this distinct feeling that it will be him actually putting these videos up on his channel, so do send him some love from me, and do leave your thoughts on the videos so that I can read them, or so Dave can read them to me and I can reply through Dave in the future whenever this goes out. So believe I am terrible at this. That will do it for now. I have been Quentin. You've been watching my wonderful escapades fertilizing on Orchard Farm. Ta-ra, cheerio, pip pip and tally-ho. Goodbye.